Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. Saka here, and welcome back to another episode of Motorsport Manager. When we last left off, the game crashed. So what I did is I reran that last race, but I kept Falco in it, and I don't know if that was the cause or the fact that I wasn't recording allowed me to proceed. But today we're going to do a little experiment. So if you are seeing this video, that means that my experiment might have worked. I'm going to sit Falco out again, and we will put Shen in for Phoenix. If the game crashes at the end, then probably, just best guess, the replacement driver and sitting someone out is the cause of the crash. So let's, without further ado, get going. Car condition update, and we do have a moment for Channel 6. After the win, Lars Olin. Hopefully we can make it happen, sure. So Lars will talk to us, and the dude is outstanding indeed. He only is mediocre at cornering and amazing at everything else, but look at that cost. $1 million per race. We don't have that budget. And that's sort of where we're sitting in the grand scheme of things, is the budget is what is hurting us. We can't really build any more new parts aside from maybe the suspension parts because they're the cheapest. So we'll see if we can design another good or a tier up suspension part may be good for us. All right, car repair is complete. Now, we have sponsor offers. If memory serves, yes, we have 3 offers for slot 1, and then we're waiting for slot 5. We can go ahead and take slot 1 here. So a 10th, 11, or a 14th. So 4 races, 150 grand, and I think I can hit 14th. 11 seems to still be out of the air. No upfront payment. So it doesn't really make sense to take a 10th if we can't run 10th. So I'll be safe and take this 150 grand, 14th or above, and then we'll wait for slot 5, and hopefully that will be a nice big upfront payment. All right, car repair is finished. Yes, so we made this brand new suspension piece. Let's see, we're working on our illegal part. Let's take a look at this good suspension piece. Let's go ahead and tune it up as much as possible. Phoenix, we need top speed, and the rear spoiler is stock. So really the engine is what we need to focus on, and the gearbox is useful. We are working to improve that engine here, and it's almost maxed out. Unfortunately, we don't have a better engine. We've got the primary and the backup. Oof, that is rough. And with this part stripping, it looks like we are losing some of the reliability in... No, we're not losing reliability. Okay, so that was my my thought last race, was to strip some weight off the brakes and see if that would keep us at 80, and it doesn't. So it looks as if we improve the reliability of this engine, we can get a whole lot more out of the engine. That is my ultimate goal. So we'll get this engine built up as much as possible, as well as our suspension pieces. This one is almost good. Let's focus on that suspension, and of course we'll keep our engines going. How about our gearboxes? Are they... So just for the time being, let me take a look at the track guide. All right, so yeah, we're not in danger. Neither one of these races really depend on the suspension. And in fact, looking forward, none of the races depend absolutely on the suspension. So we can afford to really focus on improving these engines as much as possible. So 4 days after the race to improve the reliability, and we'll get these engines as high as we can because we are going to the oval. So I'm looking forward to that. That's more my wheelhouse, I think. All right, so we didn't get any money from sponsors. Let's see if we got some sponsors now. 2 sponsor offers. We're going to wait for a third. There we go. I think it just came in. Yep. Come on, big upfront payment. All right, so 4th and above for $1 million. I will take that if you please. 8 races, though, for that $1 million. I don't think we can get 6th or above, so the upfront payment is what I am most concerned with. That'll get us another $1 million in the bank. We lose 1.3 per race, and we have 5 races to go. So we're about where we need to be as far as our budget is concerned. Let's take a look at our sponsors again. We'll get some money after La Roca, and then 3 races, so that will be 2. We'll get another sponsorship deal 2 races after, so to finish the year off. So it looks like we'll be able to finish the year off with one of those cheeky improved illegal parts. And just for giggles, I want to see suspension here. No, great is locked. So we've maxed out the suspension as far as that's concerned. Let's see, brakes. Brakes are locked past good. Gearbox. We can build a great gearbox. So that's probably where we're going to go at the end of the year. We're going to build a super risky gearbox and just carry that over to the next season. If there is a next season, because we are uneasy job security and below our target of 8th in the team championship. We've only got 67 points. We need to pass 85. We need to gain 20 points over the next 5 races. You know, that's only 4 points a race. If we have a good Phoenix, I think we'll be okay. But I will go ahead and get to Phoenix. I will put, let's see, do I want to put Shen in? Cornering smoothness. It just seems Falco is the best way to go to give the absolute best result. Adaptability and focus. She's better adaptable. We don't really need braking. We do kind of need smoothness. Cornering. Yeah, it'll probably be just these 2. I'll use Shen in practice and just put these 2 in the race as per usual. So I will practice for Phoenix and we will get ready for the oval. One moment. All right, ladies and gentlemen, practice has concluded. We are top of the charts. Shen and Arturo, number 1 and 2. We put in Shen to get her some experience, but it's going to be Falco who is going to be in the car. So Falco will start 7th. Arturo will start 2nd. We worked on both medium and soft tires. Oh, take a look at that. Triple excellent. Allow me to then save this setup here. In practice by Arturo. We'll go ahead and save that. So 38 laps for the session. 31 laps. It looks like a 1 stopper as far as fuel is concerned. So we need to make, that would take us to lap 30. And then we could do, it looks like a soft run, then a medium middle, and then a soft end. Because 3 runs of softs are not going to be good. We're going to start the race on soft tires, see if we can gap the field just a bit. And I think I'm going to keep all of the fuel in it so Arturo can definitely push as much as he wants. Then we'll change the setup here and then load. Used in practice by Arturo in Phoenix. We'll load that setup up. And I mean, is it just that bad off, I wonder? So looking at where Arturo ran, maybe this is for the driver. Let's actually just use this setup, because if we're excellent here and great here, maybe that's what the car wants. So 97% ain't bad. And we will start Falco also on soft tires. Or do I want to start Falco on mediums and do a long stint and then 2 short stints at the end? Let's actually change him up. So I think Falco could do okay on medium tires. We'll keep him filled up as well. So now let us weight strip. We want to go down to 80% about, and that's 180% gain, 60% reliability loss. We have really, really reliable parts on one side. 77s. I don't want to go that far down, so 135 there. So Falco is going to get a big boost to the weight strip, and now we need the bonuses. So Arturo is going to be in race trim, and we're not going to be on intermediates. 15% chance. We are going to be making 2 stops in the race. But I think since we're going to be on softs more often than not, the 15% increase in softs will be fine. As far as Falco goes, race trim and soft tires wearing more slowly is definitely one to do, and that'll apply on the last 2 sets of the race. Okay, so soft tires are going to last for Falco 12 laps or so. So that's going to be good. If we can make it to 24 to go, possibly 20 to go, that's going to be tight. We'll play it by ear once we get there, I think. But here we go. Arturo, go ahead and attack for a bit and burn everything. Falco, burn everything. And go to a neutral standpoint. We'll see. No, not neutral, push. We'll see how we shake out here in the race. So there are people starting on softs, and we're right here amongst those starting on mediums. So we're right in the middle of the strategy for sure. Lights are about to go out. We've got this thing tuned up as best we can. There goes Arturo looking for the lead. Outstanding. Push as much as you can. There, Arturo. Falco looks to be in the middle of a huge pack strip on the outside there. Get going, Arturo. Wow, Arturo choked up that corner bad, and Falco is dropping back as well. Can't get past Parnett. Well, we can't get past anybody, it seems, but Arturo is holding strong here in second place. Tires are finally coming into temperature. We'll medium them down. All right, Falco making some positive moves, but we are sniffing that lead draft here. And he is burning through these soft tires very, very badly. Conserve there, Arturo. You're like halfway through your tires already. I tell you what, Arturo is not a tire conservation guy. We're at 50% of the tire wear. These guys are like in the 60 range. He's only used 25% of his soft tires. We just need to stay in touch with the leader. We don't want to drop all the way back. Yeah, 80 degrees Fahrenheit. The track is warming up nicely. Let's go to a neutral for Falco. We're staying above our sponsor objective, and we're staying in the points, which is very, very important. We're really dependent on tire wear here. We're pushing as much as we can with the fuel, and oh, well, there goes Falco on medium tires round the outside. Falco looking strong there. Arturo really falling off. He needs medium tires. That's really all there is to it. He sort of set our strategy for us. He can't drive medium tires to save his life. Conserve those tires if you please, Falco. I know you're seeing quite a bit of tire wear now. He is just chewing through them. We do have some on pit road already. So we'll be with these guys. Go ahead and pit. Let's not lose a whole lot of time here. 13 to 15 laps on the mediums. We will not take fuel this time around. We don't need to repair. Keep it balanced. Okimoto, get out of my way. All right, so Arturo, you can push. Keep in that overtake fuel mode. Falco running a respectable 11th. Arturo down and away on those pit stops. So Arturo has been lapped by the lead pack, and they are just cruising. Falco doing an interesting job here of blocking, and Brown he goes without really much struggle. So we're at 26 to go right now. We can't make a set of tires last 13 laps for sure, but we're going to have to really push here. So if we do sets of soft tires where he can just push, I think that will get the most benefit out of our wearing slowly. Let's do that, and then we won't need... We might actually will need some extra fuel. We've burned up a lot of fuel for sure. So let's run it here. We'll just tell him to push. Arturo can start being conservative here. He's almost blistering his tires up. In we come, 9th and 10th on pit road. Only 2 laps of fuel that we need to add here. 4 tires, let's go. Down and away. will come out right behind him, and we are going to push as much as we can. Wow, these tires are burning up like crazy. Let's just be on a neutral, and let's make use of these soft tires, shall we? I think even in a middle of the ground run, since our soft tires are wearing more slowly, we'll be able to hang on to this pack for sure. The first leaders are pitting. They were on medium tires their first stint. See, that's where Arturo should have, or Falco should have been. So 1 lap off, I'm not too upset. But Arturo needs to actually like back up to save his tires. I don't know if that's good, but we are maintaining our sponsor objective here, but just barely. We're melting through these tires like crazy, but we're keeping a nice even drive here. We're right at the limits where the tires are hot, and the tires are wearing a whole lot more slowly compared to these cars around us. So I think even though we don't want to run on softs all the time, I think for Falco that'll be okay with his perk of wearing more slowly. So far so good. Let's turn up the wick a little bit. Let's go to conserve mode and push those tires a bit. So Arturo is 6 laps away from pitting, and Falco is 7.9. So I do see we need to keep a lot of fuel in this thing to keep burning. Let's dial back the fuel just a touch. We want to sort of run out as we get into the red zone. And I think we can do that with Arturo if we push the tires up to neutral a bit. We're down to 17 laps to go. So if we did a split of 8 and 8, that would be okay. I just want to sort of keep in mind what the cars around me are doing. Leader is right there in turn 4, exiting 4. We're on the backstretch. We're about a half a lap down, and we are pushing nicely here. 1.6 laps, 1.5. Let's dial the fuel back a bit and do one more lap. No, he's not going to make it. Low fuel pit this time. Sorry about the late call, but come on in. So 15 laps. We've got 14 to go. If he can conserve, that will be okay. Let's do 17 laps in the tank. It's going to be a long stop for fuel. Come on in this time. And then let's just keep him on a high neutral run. And here goes Falco. The closer we can get this to the end, the better off we will be. Let's conserve the tires a bit. Let's dial back the medium tire, or the medium fuel. And he screwed up on fueling. This car's coming in this time. I'm going to go around one more time. Low fuel burn. Come around one more time for our last set of softs. We need 12 laps in the tank. Let's go 15. Parts are looking good. And do not run out of fuel, Falco. We're stretching it out here as much as we can. All right, half a lap, and we're half a lap away. There we go. We're going to come in pretty much bang on the money. All right, go overtake and just do a push to start. Come on, good pit stop, good pit stop. Check mark there, 4 tires on, good. Okay, so far, so good. So Arturo will not have to pit again, and he's racing these guys around him. So we're 15th, and Arturo is actually a lap down, it seems. But we need 14th or higher, and we are catching these cars in front. Hopefully Falco doesn't get caught up with all of these cars. There is second place there. We are on fresher tires. We can dial back the tires a bit. We don't want to burn them off. There you go, past second place like he's standing still. Well, whoa, second place. Just slingshotted past everybody. That was kind of impressive. All right, so let's just keep it conservative. Don't burn up the tires just yet. We're passing some cars who are pitting. We're going to be making some bold moves here with Arturo, try to get into the points. And Falco is holding station here. There's 12th place right there. I don't think he's catching us. Who in the world was that? These must be the leaders. So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right, we'll turn down the engine. If it's starting to make some noise, we'll go high. We want to save as much as we can until, say, 3 laps to go. So we'll ride right here. We're 20 seconds ahead of our sponsor objective, but we want to be able to push when we really need to push. And I think, so we're on lap 33. That's 5 laps to go. If we burn up 10% a lap, let's do medium here. We're in 9th. So far, so good. Let's do it. Let's push. Let's push the attack now. Go as fast as you can there, Falco. Do everything you can. I'll keep an eye on the park conditions. Lap 36, so only 3 laps to go. It's driving really weirdly. All right, then scale back the fuel, but we're going to push the tires. There is no need to not push tires. I know you do, but your car's falling apart. Battle for 8th here. Oh, geez, look at Arturo. Arturo, scale back. Come across the line, buddy. I know your tire deg is bad, but it's the last lap. Do everything you can. Push as much as you can here there, Falco. 20%. Checkered flag should be out here. Race is over, and we come across the line in 8th. That is what I am talking about. And Arturo, dead last. But Falco is that points? I think those are the points. So Falco may have netted us a few points. That may bode well for the Constructor Championship. Hopefully this game don't crash. That's the kind of run that I like. I like the ovals. I understand them. So softs, he was able to make those softs last about as long as a medium run for sure. That is a good bonus to have. Oh, that's right. Falco has a risky part. No rules broken. That is outstanding. So Falco comes across 8th for 13 points. That is outstanding. That's the kind of race we need. So there's the Drivers' Championship. We're 14th. No change there, but 4 points behind Alexia. And the Constructors, well, crap. Did we lose points? I guess so, because we only got 1 from Arturo. So even though we had a brilliant run by Falco, Arturo screwed us over, and now we're dead last in the team championship by 4. And we need to finish 8th. So that's 16 points. Arturo, get on it, man. Love you, Lars Olin. That's fine. Man, I tell you, just when I think we are going to have a good race, and we do, we meet the sponsor objective, but then Arturo comes across the line in dead last. Maybe since he was so crap, I should have just, kept him on mediums the whole time. I don't know what happened. Falco is up awesome. Arturo gets a little bit of morale, not much, but we did come in 7th. And so that is a good happiness change, a little bit of marketability. I mean, we're improving a bit, and even Shin gets a little bit of an upgrade. Hopefully hopefully Falco can get over this dodgy neck soon. But we're going to continue, and we're going to continue. And there we go. We are done with Phoenix, ladies and gentlemen. So, next race is the Doha Grand Prix. Doha says crucial and crucial, gearbox and brakes, with a useful top speed. We'll have to focus on our gearbox and brakes for sure, but our job is secure, but we're below the target. So that makes me wonder. Shows the chairman's thoughts. If they become too unhappy, you'll be fired. But he's not disappointed. He's good. We had a good secure finish there in Phoenix. But Arturo's got to go, man. That's just the long and short of it. I don't care if he is a paid driver. He's absolute garbage. Absolute garbage. I don't know why he fails so bad. It may be time to swap out Shin and Arturo. If we do make it to next season, I believe I will offer Shin the number 2 spot and make Arturo the backup driver. because it's nice that he is a paid driver. That's really the only reason I'm keeping him, because he's paid $239,000 each race. He is making us 40 grand a race every time he races, even finishing dead last. But I mean, he's not marketable. He has no focus or adaptability. Let's compare him with Shen heads up. So she's got better morale. She, assuming she is in the gray, I believe she is. I mean, for all intents and purposes, I mean, they're kind of equal, but I mean, she is really good in overtaking. She's okay in cornering, better braker. She's not as fit. She doesn't give as good feedback, but she's more focused over the course of a race. And deceleration, braking, we need her. We really, really need her. So it's going to be interesting. We've got 4 months left on Arturo's contract. And I don't know if I renew her contract early. Will that be, quote unquote, breaking the contract if I sign her again? But then we need to start thinking about Falco. Ugh. That is... Okay, so he's done with his dodgy neck. All right, that's enough faffing about. I should have kept that for the next episode. But that's going to do it for me in this episode, ladies and gentlemen, of Motorsport Manager. A good run from us at the Oval, as expected. But that's going to do it for me. Like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you in the next Motorsport Manager video. Take care.